Talking about a musical that Jackie is part of the production, which is kind of cool. It's 6 on 6, and for those people that have been around the state of Iowa for a while, you know what 6 on 6 was. The basketball, the ladies basketball, all over the state of Iowa that went away in the 90s.
Yeah, a rich part of our history here in the state of Iowa, and that's why we want to continue to talk about it. Along with Robert John Ford, who you see in this video clip right now. Not only is he the writer, the composer, he's also playing the coach.
How about that?
There you go.
I was going to say, I knew I saw that guy somewhere before. Yeah, that's where I saw him, was this morning on the video clip.
Okay. And as Allison Schaefer was saying, director and choreographer, where else are you going to see 17 basketballs at once choreographed in a musical number like that? But talking about relationships, friendships, loves of the sport and in between each other in this very touching musical. And we'll hear more from those two you see on your screen right now in a matter of moment, who will be singing a song. But we want to hear more from Robert this morning because you are the creator of this piece. And why?
What inspired it? Yeah.
Want to write this original production?
You know, I didn't have a lot of personal history with 6 on 6. My high school team made it to the state tournament when I was in high school in the 70s, but I didn't have a real close connection to it. No one in my family had played it. But in the mid 80s, a friend of mine said, just spontaneously one March weekend, said, let's drive down to Des Moines for the state tournament because Lynn Lorenzen, who at that point had broken the national scoring record, was playing in the state tournament. And she said, you know, we're never going to get a chance to see this player again. So we went down, and I really didn't know what I was getting into. And the first thing that struck me is we had to buy scalpers tickets to a high school basketball game in a venue that seated 15,000. It was sold out.
That's how big this was.
That's how big it was. And so that immediately impressed me. And then our seats were in the top row of Vets Auditorium. And from that perspective, I just saw this spectacle, this theatrical spectacle unfolding in front of me. There was pageantry, there was conflict on the court, there was conflict in the stands. There was, you know, at that point already the discussion had started about ending 6 on 6. So there was, that conflict was happening. And there was music and all this stuff. And I just sat there and I thought, this would make a great musical. And
back then you thought that?
I did. And the story of Lynn Lorenzen breaking the national scoring record as well, I thought that could be incorporated into the show.
Because that's what it's loosely based on.
Very loosely based on that. But part of that, you know, there are a lot of stories it's loosely based on, but certainly the national scoring record breaking, having that happen, was part of the story.
So why is it important to tell this story now?
I feel it's important for a lot of reasons. First of all, it's the 25th anniversary of the end of the game. So the game ended 25 years ago in 1993. It's the 50th anniversary of the game of the century, which if anyone is a big 6 on 6 fan in the state of Iowa will remember the 1968 championship game, which was this epic game which went into overtime and battle of two, you know, great stars of the game. But, you know, we're at a point where fewer and fewer people remember the game, and so the musical preserves it for future generations. It's a way for the current generation to learn about it very quickly. You know, we give information about how the game is played and the history of the game in a very entertaining way. We don't just, it's not a documentary, but you learn a lot about the game by watching the musical, and so it helps preserve the game.
Absolutely, and as we heard earlier, many people in the cast didn't even realize what it was, so we're continuing to learn as cast members, and hopefully we can entertain and teach you in the audience as well, or maybe relive some wonderful memories. And we hope to do that with you this morning as we have two wonderful performers, stars of the show 6 on 6, the musical, joining us. Taylor and Will, thank you so much for joining us. What are you going to be singing for us today?
We are going to be singing a song called Notice Me.
Notice Me. And why is this such a pivotal moment in the show?
Well, it's a pivotal moment because we both really like each other, but we don't know that we like each other at all, and we're just trying to figure out a way to notice each other.
Which I love, because behind all the, you know, as you said, the kind of drama and spectacle of 6 on 6 and what was happening to it in the early 90s, we're also dealing with just teenagers who are playing a sport.
Exactly. It's still musical theater, so we have to have that, you know, little love story subplot, and so this is our you know, big basketball star and her high school classmate. Like they said, they don't know that they both have this crush, the crush on each other, and so this is one of their moments where they get to express that.
Wonderful. So please take it away with Notice Me.
I've tried so many times to make her look
such as he,
but still she doesn't
notice me. Why would I find a one of a kind? Notice me.
She
notice me?
I've
Why would he see there's more to me
hoping she will notice
than what
and send me a sign, truly telling me
I can't
she wants me for her prince.
passing me
That's the
by.
magic
I
moment.
look like
I'll know
one of
she's
the
mine.
guys.
I've tried
Why
and tried
would a
again.
boy,
I've
a boy
always kept
such as
the faith.
he
I've prayed one day she'll notice me.
Why would he notice? Why did my heart feel such a start
when she touched my hand? She alone makes my head start to spin. Does she at all understand?
Why would a boy such as he
Notice me,
notice me?
why would she notice?
Why would he notice?
Why would she notice
me?
That was very cool. All right, well, send her a Snapchat, and she'll notice you. Okay.
This is early 90s.
Didn't happen.
Early 90s. Early 90s. And we
No,
wanna
no
give
cell phones.
We want to give a shout out to Karen on the keys this morning. Thank you so much for playing for us. You did a fantastic job. And we know it's not easy to sing that early in the morning, but we encourage everybody to come on out. This Friday, we're opening 6 on 6, the musical at the
We are.
Stapleton Center at Valley High School. How can people get information about tickets?
They can get their tickets directly at MidwestTix.com, or if you want more information about performance schedule, ticket information, you can visit 6on6.com, and that will
perfect.
direct you to the various websites you might need to go to from there.
Okay, wonderful. And Taylor, you're playing the lead role. You're on all the posters there hanging out.
I am. I'm everywhere.
What made you want to be a part of this production, and tell us your favorite part of the show?
So this show was originally done in 2009, and my dad was in the show. He's in this show too. And my brother was also in the show. He played Will's part, actually. And I saw it then, and I loved it. And I thought it would be really fun to play sports and do musicals. And my favorite part of the show is actually getting to play basketball. I never played team sports, and now I really love being active, and so it's super fun.
Wonderful. Well, thank you both for performing for us this morning. Just a little snippet of some of the original music and lyrics that you're going to hear from Robert John Ford, who's joining us on set right now, and you can experience that with 6 on 6, the musical, where basketball is actually played
On stage?
On stage.
How about that? That's even better. You're going to be bringing back a lot of memories, and you said the 25th anniversary
Yes.
of the final game.
But the 50th anniversary of the game of the century.
Right.
So,
Perfect
a lot to
timing.
remember.
One really exciting thing is that for the 25th anniversary, the team that won at Hubbard Radcliffe actually lent us their championship trophy for this show.
Oh, really?
So we have the authentic 1993
Oh, that's even
trophy.
better.
We're not allowed to touch it.
No one is allowed to touch it.
It's a part of the show.
That is awesome.
Thank you so much. And if people want ticket information, where should they go?
MidwestTix.com or
That works.
6on6.com, spelled out.
Wonderful.
You're going to have
Thank
a lot
you.
of people checking this out. Thank you so much for
Great.
being here.
Thank you.
Great job. It is 8